building was empty. Too empty. I had worked night security for almost a year, and I knew the difference between quiet and wrong. That night felt wrong. The kind of wrong that sits in your chest and doesn't move. It was just after 2 a.m. The hour where everything feels stretched. Lights buzz louder. Shadows look thicker. And every sound feels like it's trying to say something. I sat behind the front desk. 1 monitor. 6 camera feeds. All empty. All still. Except camera 3. 3rd floor hallway. The light at the end flickered slowly. Buzz? Pause. Buzz? I leaned closer. Nothing there. Just the hallway. Long. Narrow. Silent. Then the phone rang. It made me jump. Nobody calls this line. Not at night. Not ever. I stared at it. Let it ring once. Twice. 3 times. Then I picked up. Security. My voice sounded smaller than usual. There was breathing. Soft. Slow. Too close to the receiver. Hello? I asked again. The breathing stopped. Then a voice. Quiet. Flat. Almost calm. Why didn't you check the 3rd floor? My stomach dropped. I glanced up. Camera 3. Still the same hallway. Still empty. Still flickering. Who is this? No answer. Just silence. Then the line went dead. I held the phone there longer than I should have. Listening. Hoping. Nothing. I slowly placed it back down. Probably a prank. Had to be. Someone messing with me. Still. My eyes drifted back to camera 3. That flicker. It felt slower now. More deliberate. Buzz? Pause. Buzz? I told myself to ignore it. Stay at the desk. Follow protocol. But the voice. It knew about the 3rd floor. I stood up. The hallway outside the office felt colder than before. Each step echoed. Too loud. Too empty. The elevator was at the end of the hall. I pressed the button. Nothing. I pressed again. Still nothing. Out of order. Of course. That left the stairs. I didn't want to take the stairs. But I did. The door creaked open. A long, slow sound. Like it didn't want me going in. The stairwell smelled damp. Old. My footsteps echoed as I climbed. 1 step. 2 steps. 3. Each one louder than the last. 2nd floor. I didn't stop. 3rd floor. I pushed the door open. The hallway was darker than it should have been. Only one light worked. At the far end. Flickering. Buzz? Pause. Buzz? Just like the camera. I stepped out slowly. The floor creaked under my weight. Soft, but sharp. I walked forward. Each step felt heavier. Like something was watching me move. Halfway down the hall. I stopped. There was a sound. Behind me. A soft, dragging noise. I turned quickly. Nothing. Just the open stairwell door. Dark inside. Silent. I swallowed hard. Hello? My voice barely carried. No answer. I turned back toward the flickering light. And froze. Something had changed. The door at the end of the hall. It was open now. I was sure it had been closed. Completely sure. A thin line of darkness spilled out from inside the room. And the light above it flickered faster. Buzz buzz? Pause. Buzz buzz? I didn't want to go closer. But I did. Slow steps. Careful. The closer I got, the colder it felt. Like walking into a freezer. I reached the door and looked inside. Empty. Just an office. Old desks. Chairs. Papers scattered. Nothing else. I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding. Then the phone rang again. Not downstairs. Inside the room. A desk phone. Sitting near the back wall. Ringing. I stared at it. There was no line connected. I could see the cable. Cat. Dangling. But it kept ringing. Slow. Loud. Echoing. Ring. Pause. Ring. I stepped closer. Against every instinct I had. I picked it up. Silence. Then. Breathing again. Closer this time. Right in my ear. You came. My hand started shaking. Who are you? A pause. Then the voice whispered. I'm behind you. I froze. Every part of me screamed not to turn around. But I did. Slowly.